Do you like Cobra Kai? Are you ready for the 5th season? Well, we have some news for you because they've just teased something that we're all looking forward to watching. If you want to know more, then you're going to need to stick around to find out. So grab a seat and sit down because we've got some karate news to tell you. First up, the rivalry. That's right, the exchange between Chozen and Terry Silver in Cobra Kai has left us a tease of the dream rivalry. The two villains of Karate Kid Part 2 and Part 3 have never met, but the upcoming season shows a conflict between the two villains. This is just too exciting to miss. The last episode of Season 4 showed that Chozen has now allied with Daniel, and there's going to be a fight with Silver. Are you serious? This is going to be so good. Chozen was supposed to be just a special guest for Season 3 during Daniel's trip to Japan. However, when he showed up for that brief moment in the finale of Season 4, we knew that his character was about to have a deeper role in what the writers were planning. Also, his arrival means that he's definitely going to be around for all of Season 5. Let's hope that he's around for even longer. There are obviously some benefits to an alliance between Daniel and Johnny, but it just wasn't enough to stop Silver. Also, this cheating has really helped him get to the championship. Listen, do not get me started with the cheating because you know that I have some serious opinions here. Anyways, we know that the intent is still for them to find a way to stop Silver from ruining the other kids. Daniel is really putting some serious faith into Chozen and Johnny when the show comes back. What do you think about this rivalry coming to the show? Are you excited to see it happen? Next, we have the trailer. The Season 5 trailer showed us that there's definitely a confrontation between Chozen and Silver. Silver told him that he was playing with fire, but Chozen said that he is gasoline. What a cool line. Well, this line wasn't just cool, but it was also a hint. It suggests that there will definitely be a rivalry going on here in the 5th season. Silver's easy victory over Johnny and Chozen in Season 3 makes this all a good setup for some serious fighting to happen. It's also shown that Daniel, Johnny, and Kreese are all inferior when it comes to Silver and Chozen. However, we don't know which one is better, and maybe that's going to be the whole thing when it comes to the fight. Maybe we finally find out which one is better. Did you watch the trailer? What else did you get from it? And now, let's talk about Silver. We know that Silver has outplayed all of the show's existing sensei. However, we also know that Chozen might be the one to take him down. I mean, it just makes sense. If we also look back at how the 4th season ended, it seems like Danny thinks that as well. We know that both of them are great fighters, but we also know that Chozen is a bit more ruthless instead of Daniel. However, this is also because they have a different fighting philosophy. We're going to have to see how Silver handles this, because bringing these two villains together is definitely something that people didn't know was going to happen. However, there's no doubt when it comes to how vital Chozen is. He's really going to decide what's going to happen next and who stays. Also, there's a possibility that this fight is going to happen at the end of the season, which would make sense. It means that the whole season is going to be focusing on the build-up, and when it's time, they're going to go in for the kill with the fight. Well, not the actual kill, because this isn't one of those shows, but you know what I mean. What do you think's going to happen in Season 5? Do you think they're going to fight at the end of the season? Do you think they'll keep the result of the fight from up until the 6th season? Also, keep watching because we have some more Cobra Kai related news. Robbie and Miguel might quit karate. Okay, before you start getting worried, this is just a theory. However, it's one we don't like to think about, but some people think that Robbie and Miguel might quit karate in the 5th season. We know that they're both the best fighters, but they might just need to stop. Their rival stems from the very beginning of the show. They've both walked very different paths, but they're still so similar at the same time. Honestly, it's really good. For as long as we can remember, karate has defined both Miguel and Robbie's stories. I mean, if Cobra Kai didn't exist, then Miguel would never have stood up against Kyler and become the confident person that he is today. Also, if it wasn't for Miyagi-Do, Robbie might not have ever had a place to live. Even though karate has been there for them for so long, it might be time for 5th season still has a lot of mystery behind it. But the 4th season did end with some hints about where Miguel and Robbie's journeys are going to go. We think that Miguel will be heading to Mexico so he can look for his father. Meanwhile, Robbie will be trying to make peace with his own, which is another interesting parallel between the two characters. I mean, it looks like that they know that having two different karate philosophies doesn't mean anything when it comes to the bigger things in life. That's also why Miguel and Robbie might quit karate in the 5th season. Do you think they'll quit karate, or is this theory too far out there? Also, would you like them to reconcile with their fathers? How are Robbie and Miguel's stories so similar? Right. We know that the two have been rivals since the very beginning of Cobra Kai, but their stories have actually mirrored each other the entire time. Both of them found karate to not only defend themselves from the harsh realities of life, but it was also a way for them to make up for their absent fathers. Miguel never knew his father, and when he showed up in Rosetta, he didn't have any friends or a father with him. Similarly, Robbie and his father never got along, and Johnny made a decision that he wasn't going to be present in his son's life. However, it was actually Johnny that Miguel found a father figure in, which is quite interesting. This all happened because of his karate journey. He didn't just learn some moves to fight Kyler, but his training also brought him closer to Johnny, which has now been one of the strongest bonds in the entire show. show. However, this ended up creating a lot of jealousy within Robbie, and he ended up resenting Johnny even more. This created one of the best rivalries in the entire show. Another interesting parallel that we want to point out is how Miguel and Robbie were the stars of Cobra Kai at two very different times. Miguel was the first student of Johnny's. Meanwhile, Robbie was a pupil of Kreese and later Terry Silver. Also, both of them did study under Daniel LaRusso at one point, but neither of them ever got to really learn from Miyagi-Do. This was because of his constant conflict between Daniel and Johnny. Do you think it's interesting how the two are constantly parallel to one another? Do you think they've done this on purpose, or did it happen by accident and now they're making a conscious decision to do it? Why Miguel might leave. Karate has helped out Miguel a lot, and there's no disputing that. However, this connection might come to an end now. Up until the 4th season, Miguel's injury was serious enough to make him stop karate. However, even after all these months of preparation, which was a shock because that was what this journey was for, now karate is not the main priority in his life anymore. Instead, following the heartbreaking scene where Johnny refers to him as Robbie, Miguel knows that he now needs to go and find his father in Mexico. He might need to leave everything behind and face the hardest challenges he's ever had to face, which is finding his dad. Building this relationship will give us something else when it comes to Miguel, and I think it'll be a good change. What do you think? Do you think finding his dad should be in the season? Will it be the right step? Also, that's all from us today. What are you most excited about when it comes to the next season? Are you ready to see the rivalry play out? Do you really think they're going to need to say goodbye to Miguel? Let us know all of your thoughts down below.